It's a Dan Becker gift guide. What's going on, guys? My name is Dan. I'm into hiking, backpacking, gear, all that good stuff. If you guys are into that stuff too, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Today I thought it would be fun to share just sort of a gift idea list for you guys. I know you got that special backpacker in your life that you just cannot wait to buy some backpacking gear. And maybe you don't backpack yourself, so you're just kind of like, well, I don't even know what to get this guy or this girl or whoever's gonna be backpacking, and you need some help. And you've come to the right place because I'm gonna help you guys out. So I've got some gift ideas for you guys. Some are stocking stuffers, some are a little bit more expensive, but this is all gear that I've used myself, I recommend, I love, and I am absolutely positive that when your backpacker gets that package, gets that stocking stuffer, gets that whatever it is, and on Christmas morning when you're sitting around the fire and you're drinking your hot cocoa and your coffee and they open up that gift, the love that is going to be pouring out of that present is something that you will both remember forever. All right, I can't really promise any of that stuff, but I can promise you that this is all good stuff, and if I got it on Christmas Day, I would be freaking out. So this is good stuff. Here we go. Okay, let's start off with a bang. Let's start off with one of the big ones. It is the Hyperlight Mountain Gear Southwest 3400 backpack. I mean, duh, it's a backpacker. You're gonna buy him a backpack, right? Now, I know what you're thinking. A backpack is a pretty personal item, and I don't know if I should be buying a backpack for somebody else. What if it doesn't fit them? What if they're not comfortable? I'm just gonna tell you right now, this is going to be a comfortable backpack. I have never seen or met anybody who has had this particular backpack that didn't absolutely love it. Why I love this backpack is it's got this awesome roll top to it, so I can rip this thing wide open. I can shove all my gear all the way to the bottom. I can roll it up, and this thing is gonna be about as water resistant as you could possibly get for a backpack because it is made out of Dyneema, and Dyneema is a waterproof material. It is seam sealed throughout the entire thing. It is an amazingly lightweight backpack as well. This thing weighs like 32 ounces. Dyneema is one of those fabrics that is super lightweight and strong. So here's an extremely popular item this Christmas season, and I hear a lot of backpackers tell people that they got this item for Christmas. It's something that people love to open up, and that is a quilt. It is a down quilt, and not just a quilt or any down quilt, but it's a down quilt made by UQQ. This is my personal favorite, my personal recommendation. I reached out to UQQ to see if they were even able to make quilts in time for the holiday season, and they told me that they had 500 orders this past weekend for their quilts. So if you want to get a quilt, you're gonna have to jump online super fast and order the fast track quilts. You're not gonna be able to get a custom quilt, but the fast track quilts do have a ton of different options as well, a ton of cool patterns, a ton of different temperature ratings and sizes and all that stuff. So I highly recommend the UQQ top quilt. Your backpacker is going to absolutely love it. Another gear item that I'm going to highly recommend, it's definitely on the expensive side, and it's definitely a little bit something unexpected, I suppose, for the backpacker out there, but it is the DJI Mavic Air drone. This is one of those gifts that is not just a backpacking gift, but if your backpacker loves to take pictures and they like to film stuff and they want to remember amazing, epic places, there is nothing better that you can give them than a drone to take out on their backpacking trips, because then they can get shots like this. Or they can get shots like this. This thing will actually follow you in the woods and has obstacle avoidance. Also, this is one of those gifts that you can use all year long. You can use this thing anytime you want to. They do make another drone that's a little bit smaller that just came out called the Mavic Mini. I don't have any experience with it whatsoever, and it does have specs that are a little bit less than this, so you're not gonna get the quality, I think, or some of the features that this particular drone has, and that drone may actually be a little bit lighter and a little bit less expensive, so if that's the route you wanna go, I'll put a link to that one in the description below as well. It's also made by the same company, and it's gotten pretty decent reviews, but I would definitely get a drone for your backpacker. All right, another item on this list, especially if you are the significant other of this backpacker, this is an item that you are definitely going to want to consider. It has its price tag though. It's definitely expensive. It's not nearly as expensive as the drone I just showed you, but this is an item that is gonna bring safety and security to your backpacker and you as well, so that you can track them and know where they are at any time on their trip. It is the Garmin InReach Mini. This is a satellite communication device. This allows the backpacker in your life to be able to communicate with you via satellite texting while they're out on the trail at any point in time. So if they lose a cell phone signal, they can still connect with you. Also, you can track exactly where they are online through the Garmin map system. It will show you exactly and pinpoint where they are. The other great thing about this, there's an SOS button right here. You flip it open, you hold down the button on the inside, and it's gonna call emergency services to help that person if there's ever a serious situation where they're in big trouble. This thing will pair with your phone. You can use it on its own. It's just one of those devices that I take with me no matter where I go, even if I do have cell phone signal, because there are some times where you just may not get that cell phone signal that you think you're gonna get, and it's always good to have that backup. It's the Garmin InReach Mini. All right, let's take a shift to a little bit less expensive item. This is an item that on its own is like, why in the world would I ever want to give that to somebody for Christmas? But when I tell you about it, when I show it to you, you're gonna be like, okay, that's cool. It is a ditty bag, and not just any ditty bag, but the Hilltop Packs ditty bag. Why is this ditty bag so cool? I mean, seriously, you can get anything you want printed on the outside of this ditty bag. What's a ditty bag, by the way? It's what you put all your ditties in, okay? You could put your backpacker's face on there. You could put your face on there. You could put your kid's face on there. You could put some sort of a pet, anything you want. You send them a picture of something and they will print it on the outside of the ditty bag. This bag is also made out of the same material that backpack I showed you was. So it's also extremely light and extremely strong, and it's also waterproof. So I highly recommend checking out Hilltop's Packs. I spoke with them today and they told me that if you order by December 12th, you'll get it in time for Christmas. Another item that I use, love, recommend all the way around is the Soto Windmaster stove. Now mine's got a little bit of a wear and tear to it. Obviously it's been on several trips, but this is hands down the best stove I have ever used. It's a little bit on the pricey side, but it's well worth every penny because of what this thing is capable of doing. This cooks food more efficiently than any stove I've ever used, and it works well in lower temperatures as well. Next up on the list, a little bit less expensive as well, is the Petzl Bindi. Petzl makes some of the best headlamps in the backpacking outdoor world. The reason I love this particular headlamp so much is because not only is it completely lightweight, but it's got a really cool feature about it that most other headlamps have no way of handling whatsoever. So you can actually wear this one around your neck. Why is that cool? Why does that matter? Because if you've ever talked to somebody with a headlamp on their forehead, it's the worst thing in the world when they're talking to you and they don't realize that it's shining in your face. Like, how rude, seriously. So the way that the headband works is it's got this really cool swivel on the bottom of it so that no matter where it's hanging, this thing can easily point out in any direction that you need it to. And so when it sits around your neck, you can talk to people without blinding them. It's a 200 lumen headlamp. It's also got a red light on it. Awesome little light, super, super, super ultra light. I think this weighs like 35 grams. You're never gonna know it's there, but when that backpacker opens it, you will be the coolest person in the room. This next item is an item that the backpacker can use all year long, and they are going to absolutely love it. It's the Benchmade Mini Griptilian. I probably should have cleaned it off first, just a sec. But I suppose that proves how much I love this knife and use it. This is part of my everyday carry system. It's got an access lock on it, which is Benchmade's proprietary locking system. It's probably one of the best locking systems in the knife world. I mean, this is something that you just play with all day long. Look at that. You can just play with this thing. You can poke yourself in the eye doing it, but it's like the fidget spinner for adults. That's what this is. This is a fidget spinner for adults. I bring a lot of different knives when I go backpacking, but that definitely is one of the go-tos for me. Your backpacker is gonna love you if you get him that knife. All right, and the last item on the list is going to be a power bank. And the power bank that I recommend is the RAV4 10,000 milliamp hour power bank. Why do I like this power bank, you ask? Well, it's because it's super thin and it's literally about the exact same size as my iPhone 11 Pro. Look at this. I mean, seriously, look at that. Look at that. Sometimes I actually try to call people from my power bank. That's how, no, that doesn't happen. This thing is super ultra light. I think it weighs like 6.5 ounces. Fits perfectly in my ditty bag. Never even know it's there. It's something that every backpacker needs to be able to charge their headlamp, their phone, whatever they're bringing out on the trail. I like the 10,000 milliamp hour version because I like to film on the trail, so I like a little bit of extra battery power, but highly, highly recommend this particular battery bank. Oh, one more thing. What if you got them this ditty bag and you just filled it up with all of this stuff, right? You just dropped all the ditties in here and you gave them the bag just like this. How cool would you be? They're gonna be like, wow, you are amazing. You are the best person in my life. And don't you want to be the best person in their life? All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe for more. Make sure you hit that bell notification so I can send you a video every time it's released, and I will see you on the next one. I mean, seriously, if I got this on Christmas Day, I would not even think of backpacking at that moment. I would be thinking, how can I go find Santa Claus with the drone? That's what I would be thinking.